Hello everyone, my name is Hemant. Welcome in Robot Framework with Selenium and Python series. In our today's session, we will discuss like how we can handle web elements. So this is our agenda. In our today topics, like we will discuss these web elements like text box, checkbox and radio button, link, button, drop down and multi-select etc. Okay, so now move to PyCharm ID. So guys, this is a PyCharm ID. I have already created one project here like Python project. Okay, so in this project we have already created one script where we are opening a browser and just closing the browser. In our last session you guys can see this video where we have just created all these steps one by one. Okay, so now we will just move to the project sites. Like this is our test cases directory. Inside this we have created one tc1.robot file. Okay, so guys, this is our all the test cases. Yeah, so guys, this is the chrome driver.exe through which we are just opening the Chrome browser. Okay, so now move to the URL. We can say like on this website we are just going to test our all the elements like text field, radio buttons, check boxes, drop downs, multi select value, all those. Okay, so now go to the coding part. So this is our tc1.robot file. Here we will start from the text field first. So guys, for entering the text field we just use the input text. Okay, so input text command we can say. So in this input text command we just need to put two spaces. After putting these two spaces we just need to give the locator value. So guys, this is our element. Just inspect this element. You guys can see that we can say like the locations of these elements in the right sides. Okay, so here we will just check like what is the id, name, class of this particular we can say, and we will just choose any one of these. Like here we guys can see this is our input text and this is the class which is available here like ff hyphen ff underscore elements lm. Okay, so I'm just copying this and just paste here and just create one xpath for this. So now I'm just creating the xpath with the help of class. Okay, so with the help of this we can just directly get the locators of this. Like I'm just creating the xpath for this. Okay, so you guys can see like once I just create the xpath for this, so you guys can just directly point on this. Okay, so let me correct this from double quotes to single quotes. Yeah, so guys, you can see like we have 19 elements here. So I'm just putting these elements in some index so that we can get this value directly. Yeah, so this is my text field, this is the first value. So I can just copy this and paste here with xpath. Okay, so this is the xpath of my text field. So now I just need to put the text. So after giving two spaces I am just putting this text robot framework. Okay, so through this way I can just put this text. So guys, now just move to the radio button. After putting the value text field I am just let's suppose I am just using any of the radio button to give the value. To use the radio button we just use the select tag, or we can select keyword we can say. Okay, like select radio button. Okay, so after using this select radio button we just need to give like these are my radio buttons. Right click on this, inspect this, and we can say like this is our yeah, let me go for the name. So this is a name tag value. Copy this value. Yeah, so copy this value. We can say like we have three values here for these. Yeah, so let me copy this value, or we can say like we can copy any of the name value. Yeah, so this one I just copied this value and just paste after this, like just using two space and put this value. Okay, so here we just need to get the value like I'm just using the third radio button. The value is mentioned as best, so I'm just using the value as best here. Okay, so it will just understand you this way. So I'm just using the checkbox here. So using the checkbox we will just use like select checkbox. So using this select checkbox we just need to put the name here. Let's suppose I just want to get a first checkbox value. That times we can directly inspect this value and directly copying this name and copy here and just paste this value here after this name. So it will just select our first checkbox. Okay, so guys, in this way we can just select the radio button and checkbox. Now we can just move to the drop down. Okay, so in the drop down we can first select, like, yeah, just suppose like this is my drop down. First we need to inspect this. Once I inspect this, we can say like it is enclosed by this select tag. So we just need to use this select tag here, and inside this select tag we can see like we have multiple value here, like title 1, title 2 and title 3. So we can see like select from list. So we can say like we just use these values either by label, we can say like label, values, all those. So first of all I am just using with the label, like we can say label, index and values. So I just copy the name and here I just need to put the, we can say the name values here. Okay, so now I'm just going to put these values. Okay, so we have like either title 1, title 2, title 3. So initially I'm just copying this title 2, so that I'm just copying this, and once I put this value here, it means it will select this value by label. Okay, so this is the label of this drop down value, second drop down values, like title 2. So we can select this value from our drop down. So we just basically use this select from list command, or we can select from list tag. Again I am just using this select from list tag, and in this time I am just using the index. So index we can say start from the 0. So we can use the same name tag, copy this, and we can say use the index here. Let's suppose first of all I am just copying this value and paste here. After pasting this value, we can say like we can use the index after 2 space as 2 here. Okay, so this is the second way to select the value from drop down. Now I'm just using like select from list by value. Okay, so in this time guys we just need to put the value. So here we will just check the value, like value tag from the inspect elements on the browser. So here, yeah, so you guys can see like, so not the value tag but the values. Okay, so value attribute we can say here. So we just need to put this value here, like value 1. So yeah, so I just put this value here. Okay, so guys, through this way we can say like we can handle, we can work on the drop down. So on the multi select we have also the same methods, like select from list by label, by index, by value. But that moment we just need to go to for the multi select, we can select. So you guys can see on the browser these are the multi select. So for these multi select I'm just again using the same things, like select from list by label. Okay, so guys, in this time again I just need to get these values here. So I am just going to here and just inspecting here. So I just need to check like which values are corresponding to this multi select value. Okay, so let me check this. Yeah, I think let me check for this drop down first. Like we have already handled for this drop down. Yeah, these values corresponding to the drop down. Now right click on the multi select, inspect this, and yeah, these values, like let me copy the name value here. Yeah, paste here, and again we can just use the same approach, like either using label, index and value. So first of all I'm just taking the value of this label. So the label value we can say like the same title, either 1, 2 or 3. So I am just using like I can say title 1. So title space then 1. Oh sorry, I'm just using the title 2. Again I'm just copying the similar. Okay, so this time I'm just using the same concept, like select from list by index and value. So I'm just putting these value like index and value here, and I just copy this name tag from here to here. Yeah, so that it will just correspond to those. Okay, let me paste this value here. Okay, so guys, here with the help of this select from list by label, index and value, we can handle both the drop down as well as the multi select. So you guys can see like I'm just using these, these values like drop down and multi select with the help of these. Okay, so we have handled all these things from here. Okay, so guys, let me use one link command so that we can just handle the link. So now we guys can use for the link text. Okay, so here this is our link text. So let me change the landscape mode so that we can see this easily. Okay, let me change this. Go to this the bottom. So this is my value. So I will just click on this link. Let me expand this, copy this value, paste here. Let me check. Okay, so I think for the bottom sides it will not clear, so again I think let me copy this. So again I think I just need to move to this right hand side so that you guys can easily visible this thing for you. Okay, so let me paste this value here and create a XPath for this. Okay, so so this is the text. I am just using this text tag. So this is new Skype integration. So you guys can see like now this value is directly pointing to my link. Okay, so in this time I will just use like click link. Okay, click link XPath, and I just need to give the value of this XPath here. Okay, so you guys can see like with the help of this I can just click on this link. Okay, so guys, these action will be performed, we can say like in a very quick manner, very fast manner. So we just need to give some, we can say like first of all I just need to maximize the window. So before this I can just add one sleep command here so that we can make some gap here, and we can say like we can just some pause here so that we can easily see the all changes occurring here. Okay, so let me add the wait for 2 seconds here. Okay, so let me add my 2 seconds between all the lines, between all the steps, we can say like between all the operations. So let me add these values here. Here 2 seconds and at the end. Okay, before the closing browser. Okay, so I just added all these values here, and let me execute this. So guys, we can just use this command like robot the directory structure test cases slash tc1.robot. Okay, so guys, this is not case sensitive, we can either use the uppercase letter or lowercase letter. Okay, so once I click on this, you guys can see like we can see like this is our chrome driver.exe, and this chrome driver.exe is basically used for opening the browsers, and this is, and you guys also check like this is a browser test like tc1, and inside this tc1 this is my browser test case, you guys can see here. Okay, so inside this browser test you guys can see like chrome driver.exe will hit the url on this browser first. Okay, so you guys can see like so url is just hit here. Once the url is hit, your website will be loaded, and you guys can see like all the actions which we just handled here, like robot framework values put here. It's put the value in the radio buttons, in the check boxes, drop down multi select, and at the not the multi select, multi select as well. In the multi select it is select all the values one by one, and at the end it is just clicking on this new Skype integration. After clicking on this, you guys can see like it's just close the browser, and you guys can see like our test case is merged here. Okay, So through this way we can say like we can just perform all these actions here. Okay, so guys, let me maximize the window and let me execute this again so that you guys can easily yeah, we can say like you guys can easily understand like uh, you guys can easily visible all these things on the browser and clearly understand all the things. Okay, so yeah, so my chrome driver.exe just opened a browser, and on the browser you guys can see the URL, and this is your website. And this website, first of all, it will just maximize the window. Yeah, after maximizing the windows, the same action will be repeated again. Okay, yeah, so it's this robot framework is set all here. Radio button, checkboxes, drop downs, and then multi select. After this multi select, you guys can see, yeah, so after this you guys can see the link, and after this link you guys can see like the browser has been closed here. Okay, so guys, yeah, so guys, this is basically we can say like, yeah, our test case is passed here, and our report will come in this way like log.html, output.xml, report.html. Okay, so guys, this is the format, this is the way through which we can just see the reports in the multiple way. So let me open this report.html on one of the browser like Chrome browser so that you guys can see like in which format our test case is basically showing the we can say in any browser. So let me open in Chrome browser. In the Chrome browser you can easily see like, yeah, this is our test cases, like inside test shoots how many test cases are available there. We can see like either these test steps are passed or failed and how much time it is taking. All these information you guys can clearly visible in this report. Okay, so this is our report. In this report you guys can see like this is TC1 test case. It is one test case pass and it is the time taken by it. Okay, start time and end time is clearly visible here. Okay, so this is our test scenarios. Okay, so guys, this is our the section through which we have just select the values from the list, either drop down or we can multi select. Now we can unselect the value as well from these, like either drop down or multi select. Okay, so guys, let me perform these actions on the multi select so that you guys can easily visible these things. So let me yeah, one more thing guys, we can also select the values like multiple values on a single line. Like I just want to be select the like multiple values like title 2 and title 1, let's suppose. So we can just use these things, like we can give the parameter in this way like title 2 and title 1. Okay, so in this way we can say like we can just select multiple values here. Okay, so guys, after this we have just unselecting the values. So unselect, we can say just unselect, the same way we can just unselecting the values like unselect from list either by label, by value, by index, all those. Okay, so let me, yeah, let me copy this name. Yeah, so let me copy by name, and after copying the name we just need to give the label values. Let's suppose I'm just giving the title to. Okay, so guys, yeah, so I'm just performing this action. Let me comment all other lines so that we can easily understand like how these values are, how these actions are performing here. Okay, so let me commenting all these lines. So it will just select two values and it will just unselect these one values from these two values like title 2. Okay, so you guys can see like I just added these steps here. Let me run this test case again. Okay, so the same command I'm just using, so you guys can see like it my Chrome driver will just open a browser here, and in this browser you guys can see like all the actions will be performed in the same manner which we checked earlier. Okay, but this times we can just see the changes in the unselect manners, like few values will be selected, then it will be unselect automatically using robot framework. Okay, so this just fill the robot framework value. Now just push the value in the radio buttons, then just put the value on the checkbox. Sorry, checkbox, yes. Then it just put the values in this. Here you guys can see like in multi select, it just select the two values first, then unselecting the first values. Okay, so yeah, so guys, this is our scenario. You guys can see like our test case TC1 is passed here. Okay, so yeah, this test case is passed here, and we have done all these steps here. Okay, so this is our overall session today. Okay guys.